qualifier, Jonatan Christie. What a tournament he's had. I think we can say with absolute certainty he'll go up the world rankings after this performance this week. This, we believe, is his first ever Super Series tournament. And here he is in the quarterfinal. Jorgensen, who of course won the title here last year, beating Kenichi Tago in the final, having beaten Chen Long in the semi-final. And Chen Long is in big trouble. Kashyap Parupalli playing the match of his life. 18-11. The Indian player leads that at the moment. The players will change ends before the start of this match. Qualifier, Jonatan Christie against the number 3 seed and defending champion, Jorgensen. Jorgensen, the European champion. Christie, former world junior number 1. Oh, what a tournament it was last year for Jorgensen. Number 2 on the world ranking, up 1 place this week to equal his career high. He did spend 14 weeks from January earlier this year as world number 2, making his 8th appearance here at the Indonesia Open. His win-loss record for the year, 2 finals from 6 tournaments, won the German Grand Prix Gold, and of course reached the final of the All England Championships, where he lost out in 3 thrilling games to world champion Chen Long. Now, as far as his matches so far in this year's tournament, had to play against the qualifier, Lee Dong-kyung, in the first round. He had to save 2 game points in that opening game there at 18-20, but eventually won it 25-23 and 21-7, romped away with that second game. In the second round against the Indonesian, Dionysius Hayamurambaka, dropped the second game, but looked quite comfortable in the decider. So to his opponents, 17 years of age, born here in Jakarta, Jonatan Christie. 53 in the world ranking. He will definitely go higher than that when the rankings are re-won next Thursday. Selected for 3 of Indonesia's 5 matches in the Sudirman Cup campaign, and of course he was instrumental in the quarterfinal against Chinese Taipei in beating Su Jianhao. His win-loss record for the year, 2 previous quarterfinals in the Swiss Grand Prix Gold and the Polish International Challenge. And as far as his route through here in Jakarta this year, well, he started against another youngster, the left-handed Kolik. Had to save a match point in the deciding game at 20-21. He eventually won it 24-22. Then in the second of the qualifying matches, beat the beaten finalist from 2005, Bunsak Ponsana, in 2 straight games. In the first round, he beat the number 7 seed, Chao Tianchen, who's currently the world number 6. And yesterday, he beat the 2005 winner, Lee Hyun-il, the left-handed Korean, in 2 straight games. He was 12-16 down in that first game before he came through, winning 9 of the next 10 points to close it out, 21-17. And it was a close second game as well, as you can see. What a set of results. That really was fantastic so far. And who knows, with the crowd support, as I can tell you, the roar from the fans here in Istora Stadium confirms that Kashyap Parupalli has beaten the world champion Chen Long, 21-14 in the deciding game. So Hu Long-hu and Par Aika Anderson are court officials for this one. Oh my goodness, that win in that quarterfinal from Kashat Parupalli, doesn't that open up the men's singles draw? The number 1 and 2 seeds have both departed. The world champion has just been beaten. The Olympic champion was beating him in the first round.
And
China has no more players left in the draw.
Yeah.
Christie Jonatan serve to Jorgensen. Level play.
So the qualifier, Jonatan Christie, getting this quarterfinal underway, and it's worth pointing out that Jorgensen is now one of only 2 seeded players left in the men's singles draw. Kenta Momota, the other.
Yeah, and I think right now those 2 players are the favorites to play each other in the final. But let's see if Jonatan Christie can do something about that statement, because I definitely think he's got a chance here. Jan is the more experienced player, but Jonatan is coming with the sort of youth and is on a roll in this tournament.
Yeah. He's riding on the crest of a wave.
Yeah. And I'm also quite sure that even though Jan feels confident here in Jakarta, he's also nervous. I think he must be. Wouldn't be so fun losing to a 17-year-old. But
no, and we talked extensively last week in Sydney, didn't we, when he was playing against his teammate Victor Axelsen in the semi-final. He was, I felt, riddled with nerves at times, and I don't know whether you've had a chance to speak to any of the players, or you know, but it definitely played its part, didn't it, the nerves last week?
I'm not sure. I didn't speak to Jan about that, but I know he's been a little bit unsatisfied about his preparations to this tour here. Fell ill also in China during the Sudirman Cup, which Victor also did. So I think he's slowly feeling he's getting back to form. And one of the things here is that Jan is very good at the game required to play here in Istora Senayan, and he's also faster than we saw Lee Hyun-il yesterday. So that sort of goes on the positive side for him.
Yeah, well left.
4-3. It's over 4-4.
It's also this that Jonatan Christie is a new figure here in the Super Series level, and that means that very few of the countries have any video analysis on him, and the videos that are the most useful are the videos played against the actual player. So pretty sure there's no video of Jan against Jonatan Christie.
No, because this is the first meeting. Oh, that's good.
That is over 5.
And this is where compared to Lee Hyun-il wasn't going to make that move backwards and smash. Jan is a bit quicker on his feet. But not compared to Cho Chen-Tien, who's also a very, very fast player. And Christie still managed to beat him.
Yeah, and not only was Cho Chen-Chen the number 7 seed, of course we should remember that he won the French Super Series last autumn. He's a very accomplished player.
And played fantastically that autumn.
Yes.
Month or so. Hasn't really been able to live up to it this year.
Service over 6-all.
Well, we saw that Jan was in 3 games with Rumbaka yesterday, and I think mainly due to lapses in concentration and focus, and I think he cannot afford those kind of lapses today.
Service over 7-6. Service
Yeah,
over.
he looked a little bit nervous on that net shot,
Yeah.
didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Jorgensen has already pounced on a couple.
Oh, that's wild.
8-0.
Oh. There's some side drift, but not enough to keep that one in.
I was talking yesterday, wasn't I, about Jonatan Christie's physicality for a 17-year-old.
Yeah, that's amazing.
It is amazing, isn't it? And it's very, very unusual in sport for, well, they're still boys, really, aren't they?
And it's very rarely we see that in men's singles or men's doubles. The last one I can remember is playing on the court next to this one. That's Lee Yong-dae, who was like 15 or 16 when we saw him first play at a level like this.
Yeah. Won the Mongolian International as a 15-year-old.
You're probably right, Joel. I have been following the Mongolian Open very closely.
So a two-point advantage for the defending champion. Yeah, Lee Yong-dae. I think he's the only one. Of course, in tennis, Boris Becker winning Wimbledon at 17.
Yeah.
Extraordinary.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Of course, we really ought to make mention of, in badminton, Taufik Hidayat came through as a 17, 18-year-old, reached 2 All England finals while still a teenager.
Yeah, he was, I think, only 15 or 16 when we saw him the first time.
11.
I can't remember
9.
his exact age, but he was in the final of All England in '99, and I don't think he was more than 17 at that time.
Yeah. Lost in the final to Peter Gader, Denmark. Overdone it.
Yeah, but it's great play by Jan because he's controlling the drift quite well.
Six of the last 7 points.
Yeah.
Well, so much for my theory that Jonatan Christie doesn't want to play the net.
Yeah.
That was a wonderful net shot.
It was. It's good. It's a good men's singles we're watching here because we also have to give credit to Jan for being there and taking the chance and showing his opponent, hey, you're not going to get the net for free.
It's over 13-10.
He's so fast from the back court to the front, Jan Jorgensen. And I think if he can get this body smash and pushes to the body, he should stand quite a good chance. He should be physically stronger still, even though we think Jonatan Christie is quite strong for his age. Jan should be a little bit stronger. 10 years of practice ahead of his opponent.
15 10.
Now this is one of the situations that I'm looking forward to see how Jan handles, because sometimes the focus disappears a little bit here. Wide, yeah.
What do you mean when he appears to be cruising? He's just won 10 of the last 12 points.
Yeah.
And
so,
you think he loses?
It's going well.
Yeah.
It's going well because he's focused and playing so good as he is right now. We can see that he's been playing the sort of dangerous corners, the backhand side of, oh, there's a challenge.
Yeah.
The backhand side of Jonatan Christie.
Jorgensen challenges. Call in.
My initial thought was it was in.
Yeah, and he's got such a lead. He was on such a roll. I'm surprised that he challenged at that particular moment. We will wait for Hawkeye to make the decision for us.
Yeah. I've often had excellent initial thoughts and been wrong.
Yeah, me
anyway.
too. Well, we're doing better than poor old Jim Laugerson last year, who didn't get one right when we were at the Thomas and Newber Cup. Yeah, did catch the line.
Challenger unsuccessful. So it's over.
Yeah. I think actually I saw that. They also said when the Hawkeye was in effect that he had to apologize to some players back home in practice.
That's
because
right,
he would definitely have waved that out.
No, that's no question of that one. Way long of the back line.
11.
Good judgment.
Yeah.
It's over 12-17. It's over 18-12.
Well, I can see the mascots at the side of the court and the one dressed up as a Viking there, leaping in the air as the point was run. So we look at the Danish coaching bench.
Look at that, he's playing that very difficult corner all the time. So Jan actually plays on the full court. Because he's sort of got the feel for the drift, and that's worrying for Jonatan Christie. Oh, was he taking that on?
No, I think that was
Indonesian side.
No, I thought
just
that
finishing.
I thought that was okay. Marlies Manaki,
13,
nearest
19.
to us.
That's well played.
Brilliant.
Well played.
Absolutely brilliant. That's lovely, fluid movement to his round the head position.
And he's been in good balance, Jan. Jonatan Christie hasn't succeeded in getting Jan off balance. It's difficult to control the drift.
Oh, string's gone.
Yeah.
And he got away with it.
Game
So, opening game, 21-13.
21-13.
Defending champion. Looking good at the moment, Jan Jorgensen. Yeah, that shot there played by Jorgensen, he broke the strings, but his opponent hit it wide.
So Christie's now on the side where it's a little bit more difficult to play the backcourt, but he might get a little bit more success in the flat game, where I feel Jan has been a little bit quicker. Now he's being helped a little bit, Jonatan Christie, so could that be enough to sort of get him in control of the match, where I feel Jan has actually been pretty much in control so far.
Call 1, 20 seconds. Call 1, 20 seconds. Okay, break. Second game, level, play. One, love.
Good idea by Jonatan Christie, challenging at the net. Jan had already moved away. Thought that this would be sufficient.
Yeah, good body smash.
He needs a little bit of luck, the Indonesian, to sort of get himself going here, because he seems like, oh, it's not really going my way, it's a little bit too difficult. So he needs 2 or 3 rallies where things are going his way in order to sort of make a comeback in this match.
Yeah, and that's the sort of thing that will help. That landed plumb on the line.
Yeah.
2.
A couple of good rallies and a 2-point lead or so, and he should be back in this game.
Service over 3-1. Okay, great.
Well, you know, we were talking about players starting early. Just looked at this young man's first ever tournament win, his first ever title. In July 2013, he won the Indonesian International Challenger event, age 15.
And we have to remember that he barely survived the first round in qualifying against
Yes.
his fellow compatriot, Firman
Yeah.
Kolik.
Yeah.
Who knows what he might have done had he gone in somewhere else in the tournament. And I would have liked to see him, because I had the opportunity of seeing one match at the Sudirman Cup. And that was really, really interesting, watching the left-hander.
5-1.
Well, Jonatan Christie just making his feelings quite clear. Thought perhaps the serve was a double motion. I don't think so.
He's playing well, Jan.
Yeah.
1.
We have to give him a lot of credit for that. not easy coming in, meeting one of these young guns who's on fire.
Okay, thank you. Right.
We talked a little bit about his loss to Victor in the semi-final of Australia, and he thought actually that it had actually been perfect for him in regards to this tournament, because he was able to leave Australia on Sunday, got here well in time, had a few good practices, but still had the match practice from Australia.
Yeah. 7-1.
I think he might be absolutely spot on in that judgment.
Yeah, because of course Victor Axelsen then lost in the first round here, didn't he? Having been in the final in Sydney.
He arrived only late Monday. Didn't have the chance to practice in the arena. Carolina Marin, the winner in Australia, lost the first round as well. We've lost Chen Long, who won the men's singles. Mixed doubles winners from Australia lost in the first round, which plays already Tuesday night, so it's a tough schedule.
Yeah. And of course you mentioned the loss of both Carolina Marin and Chen Long, and it means that for 2015 there's no players who have the possibility of winning the Grand Slam, all 5 Premier Super Series. It was on for both Chen Long and Carolina Marin, but no longer. It's only been achieved once. It's by women's doubles pair, Wang Xiao Li and Yu Yang. First year of the Premier Super Series, 2011.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if anybody had done it, but it doesn't surprise me that they are the ones, because they have been truly outstanding in the women's doubles.
Yeah.
So you have to survive. You have to be good enough to survive, even if you have a bad day or a semi-good day.
Nice, nice smash.
And it's over 3 pair.
It was actually Jan who played Firman Kolik in Sudirman Cup. That was the match I watched. And there he was actually telling me that, he just wanted to stamp his mark on these young players. They shouldn't get started too early.
No, I'm quite certain he's got a lot more respect for them right now.
Yeah.
Having played against Kolik in Dongguan. And having seen how this man has played so far in this tournament. Well, it's interesting, Jan Jorgensen's coach, Kenneth Jonatan, was the #1 seed at this event back in 2005.
20
We were
seconds.
having a laugh with him last night, weren't we? On the way back from the stadium about that match. 17-16 in the third game. He said he lost to Boonsak Ponsano in that semi-final.
Play.
Good rally.
Very steep, not fully paced, but very well placed.
It's over, 12-4.
Falling directly in the trap, Jonatan Christie. Again, playing it so it's really difficult to spin it. And even if it had gone over, it would probably not have been close. So Jan would have been able to spin it himself.
13-4.
Well, that was called long off the back line, but it was called in on the sideline, which I find difficult to believe. But it was, as long as it's out on one of the lines, it's out.
It's gone long as
And
well.
it's over, 5-13.
Oh, good defense. It's very, very clever
14-5.
from Jorgensen.
He's always been very fast, forwards and backwards. But now he's becoming really good at sort of taking the deceptions in the legs.
6.
Powerful
14.
enough to not fall for easy deceptions. And one of the interesting things is that we've got some data on men's singles players like Thomas Sture Lauritsen and Peter Gerther, and they seem to gain 6 to 8 kilos of muscles throughout the career.
It's gone long as well.
7-14.
A little bit loose, Jan.
This is the thing you were talking about in the
Yes.
opening game.
Yes, since the interval, the score is 5-3 to Jonatan Christie, and now it's for Jan. It's about getting things together again now, being totally focused. Terrible mistake. Not the mistake in itself, but the thing that Jonatan Christie wasn't winning this point where he was sort of about to make a comeback. Could have put a lot of pressure on Jan winning that one. He was in control of the rally. Yeah.
Unbelievable. That is fabulous.
16.
Great change of pace. From sort of playing very patient to very powerful smashes.
Yeah. And of course, the winner of this particular match will play either the beaten finalist from last year, Kenichi Tago, or the beaten finalist from 2013, Mark Schwiebler.
Play.
Yeah, he's refocused.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been almost a perfect game from Jan.
Yeah.
Really the sort of game you want on a stage like this in the quarterfinal of a tournament. So far he hasn't used a lot of energy in this match.
Service over, 9-18.
and Selena P, the Netherlands, versus Tang Jinhua and Tian Ping, China. Umpire Abdullah Indonesia. Service Indonesia.
It's gone wrong.
11-18.
Oh my goodness, that was quick reactions. Great rally.
It's over, 19-11.
Oh, it's a lovely net shot.
It's over, 12-19.
Oh, he might just have a challenge here. Yeah.
Challenge it.
It's hard for Jan to
Out.
judge on the opponent's baseline, but would give him 8 match points if he's right.
Oh, out by a whisker.
Challenge it unsuccessful. 13-19. Jorgensen, no challenge remaining. Play.
Good defense.
Oh.
14-19.
Well, he's still in it, Jonatan Christie, but he probably needs a couple of points more.
Yeah, to really put pressure on Jorgensen. Good rally. Oh, just wide.
And it's over. 10 game, match point 14.
That was lucky for Jan Jorgensen that he was called out because he had no challenges left. Okay, it's more clearly out than I thought.
Yeah, good pressure.
And it's over. 15-15.
Yeah. There's still a chance that Jonatan Christie could make a comeback here, but even if he doesn't make it, I still feel that he can sort of leave the match with a good sensation.
Yeah.
He's finished on a higher note than the rest of the match.
15-20. Play.
So second match point opportunity for the defending champion from Denmark. And this time he converts through to the semi-final once more. 21-13, 21-15. And that is a very solid performance from the defending champion. And the dream comes to an end for the qualifier, the 17-year-old Jonatan Christie. But look at the fans. Standing ovation for the youngster who has played a wonderful tournament. Yes, the final point. So through to the semi-final, Jorgensen in 2 straight games. 36 minutes for his victory, 21-13, 21-15.